Hi everybody, welcome. It's Whitney with Girl Friday Crafts, and today I'm going to start working on my 2025 vision board. Don't think I'm going to get this all done in one recording because there are some things I know I want that I'm going to need to make with my Cameo or find in stickers or find out of a magazine. I actually went to Barnes & Noble the Monday after Christmas. Don't go shopping the Monday after Christmas. And I was standing in line with like $75 worth of magazines. I kid you not. And the line was long enough for me to rethink that and be like, no, this is silly because I have magazines at home and I have stickers and I can make anything I want, you know. And I have some stuff already cut out of magazines anyway from last year. So, yeah. I'm glad I had a moment to rethink that. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'll work on this for a little bit today and come back to it to finish it and finish it on the recording so everybody can kind of see it. Let me change one thing on my camera. Okay, that's good. All right. So we're starting out with a 12 by 12 piece of scrapbook paper. This is going to be my base. I have a frame that's specifically designed for scrapbook pages. You just put a tack in it and hang them up. Kind of makes them artwork. I don't remember where I got it. I've had it for a really long time. And so that is going to be what I'm going to put this on when I'm done. And then I'm going to take pictures of it and print them so I can put this in different places and so I can have it on my phone and like in the bathroom on the mirror. You might have heard me talk about this on a different video, but I was never really much of a vision board person. I've always been kind of a goal person, but I used to think vision boards were a little too much on the woo-woo side even for me. But been listening to some people talk about theirs, and I did a vision board last year in Canva and I really liked the exercise, so I wanted to take it to kind of the next level this year and make it, you know, out of make it a craft project. So what I know I'm gonna do is I'm going to want a large circle. So this is my 3.5 inch. Make sure that I stay everything in camera. This is my 3.5 inch paper punch. And so we're going to make a large circle with that. And that is going to be in the middle. And on that is going to be my word of the year, which is selfish. There's a reason for that, and I will talk about that in just one second. But I'm going to try to get a midpoint here. So this cut down because there was a piece on the bottom of this paper that gave the name and the brand, and I cut that off. So cut down, this isn't fully 12 inches, but close enough. So that's my midpoint that way. And there's my midpoint. This way. So I'm going to want my circle to be right about there. So I am going to go ahead and put that circle down because I'm going to cut the word out of vinyl. And I have scissors somewhere. Oh, here they are. And so I don't necessarily have to weight to do that. Plus I want everything to kind of rotate around and revolve around this circle. So I want that to be already on here so I know what my sort of parameters are. And then I've been thinking about this a little bit, and I'm going to use this circle to help me divide the board into 4 quadrants. They may not necessarily be even quadrants, but it'll be close. About 4 1/4. Yep, that's about right. Okay, so there's that, and that again, that's going to be. I'm going to use some Post-its here. This is just for reminders and also just visualization for people as they're watching. Like, what are we doing here, right? I do this when I'm scrapbooking too. Okay, so my word of the year goes in the center there. Yeah, I gotta turn off that autofocus. It drives me crazy. I know it probably helps, but I feel like the movement on the autofocus of the camera is like nauseating. So my 4 quadrants are going to be me, my business, so Girl Friday Crafts, family and friends, and my day job. Now, my day job might be a very small segment of this. Like, I might not segment that evenly. Not that, well, yeah, that, I mean, I'm run the risk. I don't know that anybody who doesn't kind of already know that works with me in my day job would know, but not that it's not important. It is. And it's going on my vision board because there are some things that I want to improve on in my day job this year. But the other 3 areas that I'm going to put on the board are a little bit more important to me than that. So we're going to segment things off. And I was thinking about using some washi tape. I'm not sure about this part yet, but I was thinking about using some washi tape to segment off the areas. Oh, that would look pretty. So, for example, if this portion right here is going to be kind of the day job area, then I'm going to take my washi tape and I'm going to lift up a little bit of my circle so that that goes underneath it, and that's going to be nice and crooked, and who cares because it's my vision board. And we're going to cut it and wrap the washi tape around the back, and then gonna do the same thing and come along right here. I don't want the months at the bottom to be covered. So right down here, the months of the year, and that's part of the reason I chose this paper as the background. just because it has the months of the year on it, and I thought that was a nice visual for a vision board. Visual for a vision board. So we've got, you know, little segmentation there. And then I don't know if I'm going to use something different. I've got lots of pretty glittery kinds of washi tape. I've got a lot of Christmas washi tape. I've got a lot of Harry Potter washi tape. Not necessarily a lot that particularly goes with this paper. Not that that matters terribly much. Some contrast is probably good. I've got this that's nice and thin. So that would be good. If I can find the... Find where the roll begins. I think it's right there. There we go. I'll turn this way so that I can pull up just a small part of the circle. And I'm kind of looking at the words that are on the background of the paper and seeing what I want to try to keep showing through, or at least a little bit. So I'm not covering that with the tape. So this will probably be the me section because it's the biggest piece. It's the biggest segment. And I think, you know, again, it's my vision board. It's about me and the things that I want out of my year. There are some specific business related things, some specific work related things, some specific, you know, family and friend related things that will go in those respective areas. But if my word of the year is selfish, then the biggest section of my vision board should be about me. I think that's only appropriate. So we're going to use this and bring this up. I don't know if that's quite middle. I think it is. Well, I think it is, but not straight. And there's that. And my watch just buzzed, so I'm going to look at it real quick because my husband is outside shoveling snow. Because he's stubborn and he wouldn't wait for me to get done with this. So, just want to make sure that... Not him. Okay, so we're good. Alright. So, got my space for my word of the year, got my board segmented off. And then I'm going to look at what I cut out last year. So this was, I went to Charleston last year with some girlfriends, so that's why that was cut out. So we're going to put that aside. Not going to get rid of it. So we've got family time, that's good. Good times, yes. The power of small rituals, that's gonna stay. Lost in a good book, that's gonna stay. Strong connections, that might be too big. Escape the ordinary. I also have some scrapbook paper over here that has some things that I want on here, so this might end up being layers upon layers. Or I might have to take those things and maybe scan them and turn them into smaller smaller images so I can get them on here. So I'm just picking out words that I cut out of magazines from last year. Some things that, yeah, maybe not. And then I also have some pictures that I know I want to go on here. I like that better than that. So we've got outside my comfort zone, unparalleled, and quality so far up in my business area. This is my Girl Friday Crafts area. Should probably, I have little logo stickers, so could put one of those on there. This is family and friends, so I have strong connections, which that's probably going to have to be scanned down so I can get it smaller or find it somewhere else. Family time, healthy, happy home. I can cut that into 3 pieces and stack it. So far in the business, we've got reading. My own professional development on my day job side is something that I don't pay enough attention to and want to do that this year. And then just in the me section, I've got More Joy Now, The Power of Small Rituals, Lost in a Good Book, Elevate the Everyday, Escape the Ordinary, and then I've got that stacked on top of For One Amazing Life, so kind of as one thing. Eat healthy, eat delicious, eat happy. Whole heart. Remind yourself that nobody knows what you're thinking or feeling unless you verbalize it. Up in the business, we're going to put imagine. Okay, so that's that. And then I want to look at the pages that I set aside. So again, these might be things that I need to scan or just make into smaller pieces. Had to step away for a second. My husband finished shoveling stone, came back in. And I took that opportunity to grab a few things. So I have a notepad here so I can make notes of things that I want. I went through some of my embellishments and grabbed a couple of things to go through. And so, like I was talking about, I have these scrapbook pages that have things on them that I want. Like the BU. The be the change you want to see in the world. So the other thing I'm trying to figure out is, as kind of a next step to this, I'm going to actually make a vision journal. And I'm going to make it out of something small, kind of portable, that I can keep in my purse or that's easy to take around the house with me, upstairs, downstairs kind of thing. So I'm trying to be mindful of that too. I have this well-behaved women rarely make history. And I have my sassy pants on. And so I might cut out this well-behaved women rarely make history and put it on here, and then layer some of these things around it, because I really want that on the actual vision board that I look at every day. And then there's this life moves pretty fast, realizing that I don't pay attention to what you can see on the screen. This life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop to look around once in a while, you can miss it, from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. And then there's never enough time to do all the nothing you want, that's Calvin and Hobbes. So those might be things I actually put in the vision journal. So I'm going to put those aside. Today, indeed, spring cleaning, bubble bath, make cupcakes. I just thought that was really cute. These would also be cute in a vision journal for places to make notes. That would be cute on my friends and family side, darling friends, and then with pictures. So I think I'm going to cut that out. The most important things in life aren't things. Then I found that in something that I already had, so we'll use that one. The purpose of life is a life of purpose. I like that too. That would be good in the journal. The best things in life come in threes, like friends, dreams, and memories. And then the warning, dates on calendar are closer than they appear. I think I'm going to hold on to those for the journal too. Okay, so set those things aside, and we've got these things now. Sorry, I need something to drink. Okay, so we're going to use that. And then I'm going to cut these pieces out. I'm not going to worry about cutting the bottom off. And I'm just going to use the scissors to cut this instead of my paper cutter, because I only want this little piece. And I can cut straight enough with a pair of scissors for this. I'm kind of ripping the thing above it. Okay, so I've got that. So what I'll end up doing is I'll end up taking pictures. I'll get a picture of my husband and my son, and I'll probably end up just putting it on paper so I can scale it really well and print it and put it up here, and then my girlfriend's here. I didn't realize that this paper is perforated, so I don't have to cut anything. I love it when that happens. So I can get my, oops. Well-behaved women rarely make history. Off of here. So because these are bigger pieces, I'm going to take these things to the side. And get this piece put down. Maybe need my tweezers. And use my score tape. I like score tape for projects like this because then you don't have to worry about like any bubbling or anything where glue is concerned. Now you do have to be careful with the score tape because the adhesive is very strong. So the minute you come into contact with whatever you are putting your item down on, it's gonna stick. So unlike things like zip dry or hot glue, where you have a little bit of, like, a few seconds to maybe move things around, score tape doesn't quite give you that grace. So just something to think about or keep in mind when you're using it. Which is also why I'm going to lift this up a little bit, because I kind of figured out how to get this exactly where I want it. There we go. So we've still got, part of this year showing. Still got the best time. Still got the months showing. And so now we've got to figure out, I need to prioritize what I want on here. So that I can figure out where things get placed. So I definitely want the Lost in a Good Book, because I really just feel like I've not been reading enough lately. I've not met my reading goals for the past couple years, and that's okay. But it bothers me. So that's something that I want on here as a priority. I can put that there and you can still kind of see this year. I definitely want this More Joy Now on here too. And I can put The Power of Small Rituals there. And so this is, kind of the challenge of a vision board, right? And one of the challenges of doing it like this, because in Canva or doing it electronically, you have the ability to resize things. And if you want to do that this way, you have to then a lot of times recreate them. So I'm going to get these things down. Oops, wrong one. So I'm going to get these pieces down. And then probably just sort of end the video for today, because all I'm really going to be doing at this point is securing the items that I have in the sections where they go. And then what I'll do is, when I have gathered the other things that I need, whether created them or found them or some combination of both, I will come back and finish the video. I think the one thing, I don't know if the one we have at work is big enough. I was thinking that it would be nice. Well, I guess that's going sideways because I dropped it. It would be nice to be able to laminate this. And my laminator that I have here is not big enough for that. But I'm not sure. We have a laminator at work, but I can't remember how big it is. I'll have to ask somebody next week when I go back. I'm not in the office regularly anymore. Sort of a COVID transition, and just sort of how it has stayed. And I can see where the laminator is in the office, but honestly in my head I can't see how big it is. And I have a feeling it's only like 8.5 by 11. So I'm going to have to put this up a little bit so that I can put that there and still see the months of the year down here. And I like the score tape because it comes in various sizes. Or, I mean, various widths. So you can get some that makes it easy to work with, like really tiny embellishments. For paper crafting and card making. And then, you know, it comes in much wider widths too. So I've got this, I forget what this is. So that's 1/2 inch. No, that's 1/2 inch. And then I think this is 3/8. Nope, that's 1/4. That's 1/4 inch. And then this is 1/2 inch. But it comes in various widths, which is really nice. Get this put down. The wider one for this. And, you know, the nice thing about being able to laminate this, if I can, is that it will keep the edges of these magazine cutout pieces from kind of folding up. Making this one last piece. Now I want to open up this thing of embellishments to see what I have in there that I might want to use. Of course, now I'm going to find something that I want in here that I'm not going to have room for, but I will hold on to it for the vision book. Okay. So that section is done, and I'm going to go ahead and put this, well, no, I'm not going to, because what if I might change my mind, or I might find something else that I want. So I'm going to want this up here too. Best things in life are things, and then I can trim that down so that it will fit a little better, and I can trim that down too. So these are ones that I want to use, as well as these. I need to find another envelope to put those in. Oh, I should have this for business. Didn't see that before. I like this one too. I didn't see this one either. Little Rituals for Better Days. I'm gonna put that on my day job side, because I feel like that there's some things that I could do there, little rituals that I could do there to make some of the improvements that I wanted to make this year. Okay, so we'll put these over here for now, and I want to keep, and then put those there too. So that's my pile. And then let's pull this stuff out and see what I might want to use. So we've got a BU flag that I might be able to fit somewhere. There's just some little like just little doodad pieces. Not to shine on, lift others. Some of these would be good for the vision book. Take a leap of faith, like that. Brave, I like that. You know, so part of the whole idea of selfish being my word of the year is really about not playing small and, you know, stepping into my life, you know, kind of the lean in concept, I guess, and, you know, really claiming what's mine. And there's some bravery involved in that. Ooh, I like that. That's pretty. That would look pretty in a vision book, just for a little added embellishment. Daring, like that. That would be good. Says you, little piece says you've got this. There's some history behind that. My stepdad used to refer to me as Wild Child. So kind of am drawn to things. He passed away in 2019. I'm kind of drawn to things that say wild or wild child or things like that. So these are pieces that I'm going to hold on to. So the lift others can definitely go in the work part. That's very much part of my job. And honestly, the BU can go there too. I'm very much myself in my day job, but sometimes I wonder whether or not that's a good thing. So it's a nice little reminder to me to be that. I will figure out where to put this. And it might be in the vision book if I can't figure out where to fit it here. And so these other pieces I will also set aside as possibilities for this. And so that's good, because one of the things that I had in this stack of scrapbook paper was the BU phrasing. And so I have found that in this little tag, so that's good. So I'm going to make a note here on my notepad that I'm going to, you all can't see my notepad, it's off camera. So just to kind of remind myself to go through all of these things and kind of distinguish between what's going in the vision board and what's going in the vision book. I forgot my unicorn. Hold on one second, let me grab it. I forgot I grabbed these pieces out of some of my embellishments too. So I've got this Slay the Day, which would actually, no. So that's going to be a vision book. I completely forgot about this. I have this little You Are Magical unicorn that I don't have room for anymore. I could put it there, just sort of, you know, above on top of the circle. But I really feel like the word of the year needs to be, but I did scan this onto my computer, which is why I didn't have it sitting here. I forgot to grab it off the scanner. So I could resize it and get it down. I could do that and then put it like right up here or something. Or put it on the circle on top of where I put the word of the year. I could do that. So we'll do that, and then that piece will go in my vision book. Okay, well, not sure how not sure how entertaining or helpful this was, but it is kind of the process of creating a vision board. It's really just about what are the things that speak to you about what you want for the year, and what is it going to be? What are the things that when you hang it somewhere or when you put it somewhere you can see it every day, what are the things that are going to spur you into action or help you stay focused on what you're trying to accomplish? And that's really different for everybody. So I will be back when this gets finished up, or when I'm ready to do the next part of it and finish it up, so you all can see what it looked like. And I will talk to y'all later. Thanks for watching.